guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Orange is the New Black Season 3. So I was pretty quick on binging this season. Usually I'm a little bit later on these things, but I binge watched this earlier than a week. I binged it through the weekend. So what happened in this season? And yes, there will be a couple spoilers with this review, because I am going to be talking about the overall season. So with this season, I will say there's definitely a lot of arcs. I feel like last season there was more of separate arcs. I think V was the biggest thing for last season, and I didn't love V. I think at the time I was watching it, she was an okay villain, but I didn't really love that the races were going against each other. I like when the jail kind of works as a community, and you get to see these different people from different walks of life really interacting with each other and becoming a family. And that's what Season 3 shows a bit more, because they're stepping away from that V shadow. You do get some aftermath of V's death, but you know what? It's definitely more about the other prisoners. So some prisoners that do leave, though, is Nikki. She leaves the show, which was a little disappointing. I've always liked Nikki as a character, and she ends up going to Max in a way that's very Nikki-like. We knew that the drugs were gonna deal with something with her character. Either she was going to take them or she was going to get in trouble with them, and she ends up getting in trouble, but gets backstabbed by one of the guards. So that's a character that does step away, and we don't know if we're going to see her again, which is always the sad thing about Orange is the New Black. Either they go to a bigger prison, or they, you know, in a happy way, they leave the prison, and then sometimes they end up coming back. But a character that returns this season is Alex. So if you like that Alex Piper drama, there is a ton of Alex Piper drama here. So that was a lot of fun. And I will say, because I want to do the negatives first, and there's not a lot of negatives for this season. The negative, honestly, was the Alex Piper drama. Even though I enjoyed the Alex, you know, her being all paranoid, and that cliffhanger of not knowing what happened to Alex in the end was pretty good. It's a little bit annoying on Piper's part. There's like this back and forth of their relationship. And at first I liked the new girl, the Australian girl, and it's like, finally, Piper has, you know, honest relationship, a healthy relationship, and then it just becomes totally unhealthy again. But I guess what I like about that arc for Piper is that she's becoming a total badass in her own way, and I hope this really just makes her have a thicker skin, which it seems like that's obviously what this whole show is about, is, you know, or at least part of it is Piper getting a thicker skin, and I'm hoping they develop that. And, you know, by the end of Season 3, I might not like the idea of, you know, what Piper did this season, especially because everyone else is trying to become better people and Piper is just becoming a worse human being. I really hope this is just to look back, and then end of Season 4 we say, oh, that's why Piper went through the things she went through. It just seems like they just want to screw with Piper and make all the other characters better, which is great, but I want to see every character, you know, have a good arc. But, you know, you always have to go in those downhill moments. And about, you know, what's special about Orange is the New Black, not every character is going to have a happy ending. They're going to have happy arcs, but, you know, the show's not perfect. It literally is about these people that you'd say are bad people, that they're the heroes of the show. They make mistakes, and everyone makes mistakes, and not just the prisoners, but the guards too, which is a big positive on the show, because literally the only negative was the Piper and Alex stuff. And even though I thought Alex was more of a positive here, and I liked the relationship between Piper and the new Aussie until probably the end. But yeah, the guards were very much a positive, and seeing flashbacks of characters we really were painted in the background. We have, the Chinese old woman, I can't even think of her name, So-So's backstory, a little bit of her backstory, making her much more of a likable character, because in Season 2, like, no one cared about her. And Season 3, I thought she became extremely likable. And then even Caputo, just having his own arc was really great here. So again, characters that you would not think would deserve a backstory gets one here, and you really fleshed him out a bit more. Even one of the crackheads, she was an Amish person. I thought that was really cool. I still need to learn her name. Hopefully they do better with the names. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. The one character, well, there's actually a lot of characters that I enjoyed a lot this season. Of course, Poussey is just great. in her exploring her religious side. And then Norma, you know, the mute character who has a huge arc this season. Some great comedy here too with Crazy Eyes erotica going around the police. Going around the prison. That was great. But my favorite character this season had to be Pennsatucky and Boo. Their friendship was awesome. If you go back to season 1, you would never think Pennsatucky would have a friendship with Boo. But really enjoyed her arc and just learning more about her and the reasons why she is the person she is. So wonderful arc by Pennsatucky. And also Cindy. Cindy converting to Judaism, you know, having it for laughs, but also just digging into her character, why she wants to be Jewish, was so great this season. Again, there's just a slew of positives, some great cliffhangers in the end, a really heartwarming ending when you get to see the prisoners just escape and seeing how bad this big organization is making this prison, and you know, seeing that again, the people that might look good are bad. It's just this great area of, like, especially just looking at big business. I really enjoyed that look throughout this season. But really great season. Honestly, I have to say this is probably either on par with season 1 or better than season 1. There are just so many great twisted turns, great character development, and just great themes throughout the whole show. So season 3 for me gets 4.5 stars. It was a really great season. It gets me super excited to watch season 4 next year and binge that also. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think about this season? And also, guys, we will have a Media Madness for this season. Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. You have a few guests on that too. So if you want even more Orange is the New Black, go check that out. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.